Hey guys, welcome to the fourth episode of Ball Board in Bundesliga. After a very long time, Lucas Hernandez got the opportunity to start for Bayern against Dusseldorf. Sadly, he could only play for 45 minutes after being taken off due to an injury problem. Today, in this episode, we will discuss his current situation at Bayern and the overall defense at the club. Defense has been a big problem for Bayern, especially over the last 3-4 years. Mats Hummels came under Carlo Ancelotti, but he didn't quite manage to form the sort of bond with Jerome Boateng that saw the two help Germany win the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Hummels was sold before the 2019-20 season started as Bayern splashed big money to sign Atletico Madrid's Lucas Hernandez. Capable of playing both as a centre back and a left back, Hernandez was back to resolve the unending problem in defence for Bayern and was also given Philipp Lahm's number 21 jersey, which shows the sort of trust the club has in him. Injuries, however, haven't quite been kind to the 2018 FIFA World Cup winner. In what is only his first season in Germany, he's been injured so many times. It wasn't just Hernandez, but also Niklas Zule, who had a long term injury problem this season. The two were expected to form a young and dynamic centre back pairing in Bayern's defence, but injuries meant that Boateng became a starter again, despite his willingness to leave the club, while partnering with Javi Martinez or David Alaba. This was the solution for Bayern until the Canadian one-decade Alphonso Davies stepped up. Remember, he's primarily a left-footed winger who has terrorized defenses in the Major League Soccer time and time again. But because of his inexperience and raw talent, Bayern deployed him as a left back. But he isn't the first one to do so. Alaba was also an attacking midfielder during the early days of his career. He still plays as a number 8 for Austria national team whenever there is international football. It was Jupp Heynckes who got him playing left back, and Alaba became a crucial part of the Bayern team that won the 2012-2013 Champions League title. He is still for many the best left back or best left-footed defender in the world. There goes a saying that fullbacks are either failed wingers or failed centre backs, but in the modern game, this position has truly revolutionized. With Davis slotting in at the left back position seamlessly, Alaba moved to centre back, and with him as a centre back partner, Boateng has gained a lot of confidence. Alaba's quickness and ball playing ability from the back takes a lot of pressure off Boateng, who has to rely on his height and strength to outmuscle players and win those all important aerial duels. When it comes to game reading, however, there's probably no better player at Bayern than Alaba. With him and Boateng at the back, the situation developed spectacularly and resolved Bayern's concerns in a manner that even the Bayern bosses could not imagine. Bayern manager Hansi Flick has also backed Alaba to stay at the centre back position. And on seeing the kind of performances Davis has put in this season, there is absolutely no need to make a change at the left back. But why am I telling you all this? Because Alaba is doing exactly what Hernandez was bought for. The ability to play the ball from the back, matching the speed of pacey wingers and not letting that high line of Bayern get exposed time and time again. This has been a problem for Bayern since the 2013 Champions League season. That leaves only one position open for Hernandez, the right sided centre back position. To have as many as three left footed defenders in the back four, however, could hurt the balance of the side. You would hardly come across defenses that have as many left footed players. I'm not saying that Hernandez has a weak right foot, but it does throw the equation a little off balance if he plays alongside Alaba. While this pairing might work against smaller teams, when it comes to big battles like those in the Champions League, Flick might not favor the prospects of putting Hernandez and Alaba in the same team. Also, what happens when Niklas Zule returns? He will undoubtedly replace Hernandez at the back, and the Frenchman would go back to the bench again. The current situation resolves if Bayern changes its formation to a back three, which isn't something Flick has tried this season, and he might not be willing to do that either. Does that mean Bayern should sell Hernandez? Absolutely not. Boateng has had a lot of injury and form issues in the past. He might still leave the club after this season concludes. As for Zula, Alaba, and Davis, Hernandez can be a replacement of either of the three players, and it's his versatility that makes him an extremely valuable player to this Bayern roster. Injuries have also been a big problem for Bayern, especially in the decisive phases of the season. A good bench strength doesn't hurt anyone, but Hernandez would also need to fight for his place in the team and not let the situation contemplate a move away from the club. If Bayern are to win the Champions League again, my verdict is that they need to keep Hernandez in the team at all costs. Not for what he has already done, but for the value he has and the potential he holds. His pace, dribbling ability, and agility are second to none at Bayern as far as the centre backs are concerned. A few months from now, Hernandez might become indispensable to this Bayern team. About those rumors of Bayern offering Hernandez to City as part of the Leroy Sané deal, to me that would be a bad move. Bayern do need to sign someone of the caliber of Sané in attack, but losing Hernandez would deprive them of significant quality at the back. A simple no from me. Do let me know of your comments about Hernandez and do not forget to like and subscribe.